We have something very special to show you. It's a major discovery that for the last 2,000 years has been lying buried beneath.
Discoveries found in Egypt continue to rewrite what we thought we knew about history. Deep beneath the sands, archaeologists have uncovered something so strange, so unexplained, that even top scientists are terrified. Carvings, artifacts, and structures appear to defy logic, technology, and time itself, hinting at knowledge lost to the ages. From mysterious objects that resemble modern machines to ruins that shouldn't have survived, this discovery is forcing experts to question everything. Here are 20 of the most terrifying discoveries found in 20. Osirian at Abydos. Beneath the sands of Abydos lies one of Egypt's most bizarre sights, the Osirian. Carved deep into solid bedrock, this subterranean structure is built from colossal granite blocks, some weighing over 100 tons, and hauled from quarries hundreds of miles away. Their flawless alignment has baffled experts for decades since its discovery, suggesting a knowledge far beyond what history credits the ancient world. The site is a maze of dark corridors and water channels, many deliberately flooded, giving the structure an eerie, almost otherworldly atmosphere. Its alignment to true north hints at astronomical or hydrological purposes, yet no inscriptions reveal its origin. Some passageways vanish into shadow, as if guarding secrets never meant to be uncovered. Walking inside, the silence feels alive. Shadows cling to the walls, and the weight of forgotten power presses on every step. The Osirian is more than stone. It is a part of Egypt's past, with its true purpose remaining hidden for reasons we may never fully understand. 19th Serapeum of Saqqara. Underneath the sands, near Egypt's Step Pyramid, lies a terrifying archaeological find, the Serapeum of Saqqara. This underground labyrinth conceals 24 massive black granite sarcophagi, each weighing between 70 and 100 tons, carved with an eerie precision that defies belief. Their size and flawless geometry continue to terrify researchers, hinting at techniques lost to time or knowledge intentionally hidden. The discovery of the Serapeum exposes tunnels barely wide enough to fit the colossal sarcophagi. Yet somehow these stone giants were transported from distant quarries and lowered perfectly into place without visible tools or marks. The interiors and exteriors are mathematically exact, an impossible feat with the primitive equipment thought to be available at the time. No mummies have ever been found inside these monolithic boxes, adding to their sinister mystery. The absence of soot, coupled with their unfathomable precision, suggests a purpose beyond simple burial, an unknown ritual, power, or technology meant to intimidate and endure through millennia. This terrifying discovery leaves a haunting question. What secrets did the ancient Egyptians lock away in the shadows of Saqqara, and why were they never meant to be revealed? 18. King Tut's meteorite dagger. Among the treasures of King Tutankhamun's tomb lies one of the most extraordinary discoveries in ancient Egyptian history, an iron dagger forged from a meteorite. Unearthed in 1925, the blade was placed beside the young pharaoh's mummified body, astonishing archaeologists with its perfect preservation and exceptional rust resistance qualities, unusual for iron objects of the Bronze Age. Modern X-ray fluorescence spectrometry confirmed its composition: meteoritic iron enriched with nickel and cobalt, indicating a celestial origin that would have been perceived as divine. The dagger's craftsmanship is unlike anything else from Tutankhamun's era. Its gold handle, crystal pommel, and ornate sheath, decorated with feathers and lilies, demonstrate a level of metallurgical sophistication that challenges our understanding of ancient techniques. Forging meteoritic iron is extraordinarily difficult due to its hardness and brittleness, suggesting that the artisans possess skills far beyond what was thought possible in 14th century BCE Egypt. This dagger represents more than a weapon. It embodies technological mastery, celestial symbolism, and the Egyptians' ability to transform the extraordinary into sacred objects. Its discovery continues to fascinate and unsettle scholars, a haunting reminder of knowledge that has vanished with time. 17. Unfinished obelisks at Aswan. In the granite quarries of Aswan lies a haunting discovery, the unfinished obelisk. Partially embedded in solid bedrock, this colossal monument would have soared nearly 42 meters and weighed an estimated 1,100 tons, making it the largest obelisk ever attempted. Its abandoned fractured form shows the ambition of ancient Egyptian builders and the dangers inherent in such colossal undertakings. The exposed stone reveals deep chisel grooves, curved tool marks, and fracture lines that suggest techniques far beyond simple pounding stones or copper chisels. Some researchers speculate that advanced methods, possibly vibrational or thermal, were used, hinting at lost technologies that could manipulate stone on an almost incomprehensible scale. Left unfinished when cracks appeared, the obelisk remains frozen in time, a silent and terrifying witness to the industrial-level engineering skills of a civilization thousands of years ahead of its time. Walking among its fractured base, one can almost sense the audacity, precision, and peril involved, making this discovery one of ancient Egypt's most terrifying and awe-inspiring engineering enigmas. 16th, helicopter hieroglyphs. High within the temple of Seti Y at Abydos, a carving has sparked intrigue and unease across the world since its discovery. The so-called helicopter hieroglyphs are symbols etched into a sandstone beam. They appear to depict something impossible: a helicopter, submarine, and even a futuristic aircraft. The shapes are precise, with rotor blades, cockpits, and aerodynamic outlines that strikingly resemble modern machines. The unusual appearance of these images has left archaeologists and scholars unsettled. While mainstream explanations argue that overlapping inscriptions from two pharaohs created a palimpsest effect, the uncanny resemblance to modern vehicles raises questions that conventional archaeology struggles to answer. How could ancient artisans unknowingly carve forms so reminiscent of advanced technology? The hieroglyphs stand as a haunting testament to the mysteries of Egypt's past. They challenge our understanding of what ancient civilizations might have known, leaving a sense of disquiet at the thought that lost knowledge, or perhaps visions of the unknown, were deliberately recorded in stone. The helicopter hieroglyphs remain one of the most unsettling discoveries, a silent enigma that defies explanation and continues to unsettle the living. 15th, Sabu disc. Unearthed in the tomb of Prince Sabu at Saqqara and now housed in the Cairo Museum, the Sabu disc is a find that continues to baffle scholars. This 5,000-year-old schist disc, 61 centimeters across, features three elegant, recurved lobes radiating from a central hub, with thin symmetrical veins resembling a modern turbine or impeller. Its fragile stone should have broken long ago, yet it survives with remarkable precision. Tooling marks and flawless geometry suggest workmanship far beyond ordinary stone carving. The delicate curves imply exceptional skill, lost techniques, or an unknown function, possibly involving motion or balance. Engineers and conservators who studied it repeatedly highlight its improbability as mere art. The Sabu disc defies categorization. Part ritual object, part mechanical enigma, it reads like a technical drawing from a forgotten age. Its survival and design hint at knowledge that was lost with its makers, making it one of Egypt's most haunting and mysterious discoveries. 14th Papyrus of the Book of the Dead. In Saqqara's shadowed necropolis, archaeologists uncovered a 52-foot-long papyrus that reads like a manual for the dead, a complete Book of the Dead found inside the coffin of a man named Amos. This discovery, the first full papyrus of its kind at Saqqara in over a century, arrived remarkably intact, red and black hieratic ink still vivid, more than 260 mentions of Amos's name, and elaborate vignettes of gods, weighing scales, and the soul's trials. The scroll's content is clinical and chilling, containing spells to navigate judgment, instructions to ward off demons, and formulas meant to secure safe passage through a hostile underworld. Its preservation beside the step pyramid of Djoser makes the find archaeologically explosive, a direct line into funerary practice and the spiritual technologies Egyptians used to manipulate death. As scholars translate the papyrus line by line, the text exposes a civilization that treated death as a system to be engineered, revealing rituals and tools intended to master the final journey. This discovery ranks among the most terrifying glimpses into ancient Egyptian beliefs about life, death, and control beyond the grave. 13. The Lost City of Heracleion to Desert Breath. In 2000, underwater archaeologists uncovered a city that seemed lost to both time and myth. Heracleion, hidden beneath the silt of Abukir Bay. Once a thriving Nile Delta port, it was a hub for pharaohs, foreign traders, and worshippers, built atop marshy, shifting terrain. The city relied on a remarkable system of canals, wooden platforms, and artificial islands, revealing an engineering sophistication that continues to surprise modern experts. By the 8th century AD, a deadly combination of seismic activity, soil liquefaction, and rising waters caused Heracleion to sink. Unlike gradual decay, the city was swallowed almost whole, leaving a frozen tableau of collapse. Rediscovery revealed temple columns, sphinxes, colossal statues, and entire ships preserved in thick Nile silt, their timbers and cargo intact as if time had stopped at the moment of disaster. Heracleion shows a glimpse of a vanished civilization. Everyday objects, monumental architecture, and sacred relics lie trapped beneath mud and water, a submerged world of knowledge and culture erased in slow-motion disaster, leaving archaeologists both awed and unnerved by what remains. 12. The Rosetta Stone. In 1799, French soldiers uncovered a battered slab embedded in the ruins of a fort near Rosetta. That stone, the Rosetta Stone, proved to be one of archaeology's most consequential discoveries, a single object that would finally unlock the silent language of the dead. Its trilingual inscription, Greek, Demotic, and Egyptian hieroglyphs, provided a direct key to meanings that had been lost for more than a millennium. When Jean-François Champollion announced his decipherment in 1822, the past stopped being mute. Suddenly, temple walls, funerary texts, and papyri yielded names, rituals, and laws that had been hidden in plain sight. The discovery did more than open scripts. It exposed intimate details of belief, power, and violence from long-buried worlds. The stone's removal to Britain in 1801 added a darker twist, a priceless piece of a vanished culture seized and placed behind foreign glass, its voice mediated by empire. The Rosetta Stone stands as a terrifying proof that knowledge can be a weapon, a discovery that tore the veil from a civilization's secrets and forced the modern world to confront truths that had been deliberately silenced. 11th, ancient mummified crocodiles. During an excavation at Kubbat al-Hawa, archaeologists uncovered a bone-chilling discovery. 10 mummified crocodiles, sealed in a tomb for roughly 2,500 years. Unlike human mummies, these beasts were not eviscerated or drenched in resin. They appear to have been allowed to desiccate naturally in desert sand before burial, then arranged deliberately inside the chamber. 5 complete bodies and 5 isolated skulls measuring up to 11 feet were recovered, belonging to both Nile and West African crocodile species, and terrifying scientists. The absence of linen wrappings and soot offers an unusually direct window into their tissues and bones, enabling a rare scientific study. No clear signs of trauma appear on the remains, implying natural deaths followed by ritual interment. Placed in a sacred context tied to Sobek, the crocodile deity, the assemblage reads like a deliberate invocation. Powerful animals transformed into votive guardians of the tomb. This discovery exposes a dark, intimate aspect of ancient Egyptian religion in which living ferocity was harnessed, embalmed, and set in silent watch. The Kubbat al-Hawa crocodiles stand as grim, tangible evidence of ritual practices that blurred the line between life, death, and divine power. Skeleton inside forgotten tomb. Subscriber pick. This brings us to our subscriber's pick. Beneath the sands of Egypt, explorers claim to have unearthed something that defies belief. Elongated skeletons sealed inside a forgotten tomb. Their limbs stretch far beyond human proportions, as if they once belonged to beings neither man nor beast. Whispers spread that these could be remnants of a lost race, erased from history, while skeptics dismiss them as an elaborate hoax. Yet the chamber tells its own story. Strange shadows on the walls, and what appears to be a figure watching from the darkness. No official confirmation has been given. And that silence leaves one question. Are we seeing history or horror? Let us know what you think about this claim in the comments below. 10th Falcon Mummy. Archaeologists excavating a concealed temple at the Red Sea port of Berenike revealed a disturbing discovery. 15 mummified falcons, most decapitated and meticulously arranged around a central pedestal. Dated to the 4th century and tied to the Blemisa nomadic group that resisted Roman Christian pressure, this assemblage reads as a carefully staged ritual deposit rather than ordinary votive offerings. Alongside the birds were unhatched eggs, harpoons, cube-shaped statuettes, and a stele bearing a baffling inscription. It is improper to boil a head in here. The falcon's deliberate placement, consistent head removal, and the presence of forbidding inscriptions point to a cult practice that combined violence, symbolism, and strict taboo. This discovery exposes an unsettling side of late antique religion in Egypt, where animal bodies were transformed into ritual tools and sacred warnings were carved into stone. As an archaeological find, the Falcon Shrine forces a re-evaluation of how peripheral communities maintained ancient rites under evolving imperial faiths. The headless birds remain silent witnesses, powerful, eerie objects that document a ritual logic built around death, control, and the preservation of forbidden knowledge. 9. Giant black granite sarcophagus. A massive black granite sarcophagus has emerged from the depths of history in Alexandria, Egypt, cloaked in mystery and anticipation. Unearthed during routine construction inspections, this 6-foot-tall coffin lies 16 feet underground, revealing a striking alabaster head. Its features are all worn and elusive. Experts believe this sarcophagus, dating back to the Ptolemaic era, is the largest of its kind ever found in the city, a tempting glimpse into a long-lost past. What truly sets this discovery apart is the layer of mortar sealing the coffin, suggesting it has remained undisturbed for over 2,000 years, unlike many other tombs that have fallen victim to plundering. The identity of its occupant remains unknown, but such an impressive burial could indicate a person of significant status. As archaeologists prepare to delve deeper into this mysterious find, the echoes of ancient whispers linger, inviting speculation and excitement about the secrets yet to be uncovered. 8. The Treasure of Susens the First. In 1939, Pierre Montet unearthed a sealed royal tomb at Tanis, which ranks among Egypt's most startling discoveries. The burial of Susenes I, the so-called Silver Pharaoh. The chamber lay untouched for more than 3 millennia, its sealed threshold finally breached after 6 days of labor revealed a hoard of funerary wealth that rivaled Tutankhamun's. These treasures would be almost lost to history amid the outbreak of World War II. What makes the find unnerving as well as magnificent is its preservation and material oddity. Inside Montet's vault sat a sarcophagus of pure silver, an extraordinary choice in a culture that prized gold. Alongside the sarcophagus was a lifelike gold mask, rings, amulets, and exquisitely inlaid jewelry. The textiles, precious stones, and ritual objects were largely intact, offering a frozen, intimate record of royal burial rites from Egypt's third intermediate period. The sealed state of the tomb, and the silver coffin give the discovery an almost forbidding quality. A royal chamber, deliberately closed and left undisturbed, its treasures preserved like a message from a lost court. As an archaeological recovery, Susenes' tomb is both a spectacular cache and a sober reminder of how fragile the record of the past can be. 7. 2,500-years-old coffins. Beneath Saqqara's shifting sands, archaeologists uncovered a burial complex that reads like a catalogue of the dead's power. A staggering cache of votive statuary and sealed coffins left untouched for over 2,500 years. The excavation revealed roughly 150 bronze figurines of Anubis, Osiris, and Bastet like guardians, their metal faces fixed in eternal watch. Even more unnerving was the discovery of 250 painted wooden coffins stacked in burial shafts and cradling mummies preserved in striking condition. Many coffins bear vivid portraits and ritual inscriptions. One sealed sarcophagus contained a papyrus roll that may include sections of the Book of the Dead. Gilded statuettes of Isis and Nephthys completed the scene, their mournful visages casting a funerary hierarchy over the tombs below. The arrangement and scale of the deposit suggest a single, deliberate ritual consecrating the dead and divine alike. The intact seals give the site an almost claustrophobic finality. This discovery at Saqqara is both a trove of funerary art and a dark testament to how the living engineered protections, powers, and pathways for the dead. 6. 2,000-year-old animals. In a recently unearthed tomb at Saqqara, Egyptian archaeologists have uncovered a haunting window into the distant past, a cache of mummified animals dating back around 2,000 years. Unlike previous discoveries, this collection includes cats, dogs, and monkeys, preserved with a disturbing, almost otherworldly precision. Arranged in tight clusters within the burial chamber, the creatures seem frozen in a moment of ritual intent, their tiny skulls and skeletal forms casting long, unsettling shadows under the archaeologists' lights. Specialists believe these animals were deliberately sacrificed or prepared as spiritual guardians, meant to protect the tomb or accompany humans into the afterlife. Some are tightly wrapped in coarse linen, others partially exposed, revealing the meticulous care of embalmers whose skills were both sacred and secretive. The tomb's walls bear faded frescoes of strange ceremonies, amplifying the sense that this was a site of forbidden rites. This discovery offers a rare glimpse into the depths of ancient Egyptian spirituality. Each mummified creature remains a silent witness to rituals that have lain undisturbed for 2 millennia, a grim testament to a world where humans and animals converged in death. 5. Golden Tongue Mummies. In a sealed sarcophagus beneath Saqqara, archaeologists opened a burial site left untouched for some 4,300 years. They found a site that unnerved even veteran excavators. The mummy of Hekashepes, the body sheathed in fragile gold leaf, as if someone had gilded the dead to keep them alive forever. The coffin had been closed with mortar. When the lid was lifted, the preserved face and hands gleamed with a terrifying metal sheen that froze expression and time. This discovery reads like a deliberate attempt to suspend death itself. The gold, applied over the wrappings and skin, turns the corpse into an uncanny simulacrum of life, a human form trapped beneath an eternal mask. The sealed context amplifies the effect. The air inside the coffin was the same air that touched Hekashepes' face thousands of years ago. For archaeologists, the find is not merely spectacular, it is profoundly disquieting. A wealthy individual embalmed and gilded to a near pharaonic degree, preserved behind mortar, becomes a silent, immovable witness from a vanished world, a gilded voice from the grave that keeps its final secrets. 4. Hidden Rooms, Khufu. Hidden within the Great Pyramid of Giza, researchers have uncovered voids that have remained sealed for over 4,500 years, their existence defying understanding. Using muon tomography, a technology that tracks cosmic rays through solid stone, scientists detected massive hidden chambers, including one stretching more than 30 meters above the Grand Gallery. The precision and scale of these voids suggest engineering knowledge far beyond what was thought possible in Khufu's era. Archaeologists inserted an endoscope through a tiny, long-sealed gap, revealing a corridor nearly 9 meters long, carved flawlessly and untouched since its creation. How the ancient builders managed to carve such spaces without toppling millions of tons of limestone remains a terrifying mystery. These hidden chambers hint at lost technologies and secrets deliberately concealed within the pyramid. Each unexplored void amplifies the sense of awe and unease, proving that the Great Pyramid, one of humanity's most studied monuments, still hides ancient enigmas that modern science struggles to explain. 3. 3,500-year-old tomb. The discovery of a 3,500-year-old tomb near Luxor has revealed a fascinating glimpse into Egypt's 18th dynasty. Inside, archaeologists uncovered a treasure trove of artifacts, statuettes, pottery, and sarcophagi, along with human remains spanning multiple periods. Among the most notable finds was a statue of a goldsmith named Amenemhat, seated alongside his wife, a clear sign of their high status. Nearby, researchers found the remains of a woman and her 2 children, with evidence suggesting she suffered from severe illnesses, adding a hauntingly personal element to this ancient discovery. These discoveries continue to expand our understanding of Egypt's elite and their elaborate burial traditions, bringing the past closer than ever before. 2. The mythical Benben stone. In ancient Egyptian mythology, everything began with a single stone, the Benben. According to legend, This stone rose from the dark waters of chaos and became the first land to appear on Earth. The creator god Atum stood on it to begin shaping the world. The Benben stone wasn't just a story, it became a powerful symbol. Egyptians believed it marked the spot where creation began. Over time, it inspired real structures like the pointed tops of pyramids and obelisks, known as pyramidions. These tips were often covered in gold to reflect the sun, honoring the Benben's link to light, life, and rebirth. The original Benben stone was kept in a special shrine in Heliopolis, one of Egypt's oldest temple cities. Though the actual stone has been lost under the modern city of Cairo, its influence remains in Egyptian architecture and religion. Other Benben pyramidion have been discovered, like the one that crowned Pharaoh Amenemhat III's pyramid at Dashur. This black granite stone is striking, with hieroglyphic inscriptions and the symbol of the winged sun disk, which is a sign of divine protection. 1. Dendera lights. Deep under Egypt's temple of Hathor at Dendera, a set of ancient carvings that archaeologists discovered has puzzled and unsettled visitors for decades. The reliefs show elongated shapes with a snake-like figure inside, connected to a base, while a priest appears to hold the object as others watch. To modern eyes, it looks eerily like a giant light bulb, complete with a filament. Some have speculated that it hints at lost technology, perhaps even an ancient electrical system. Egyptologists insist it's sacred symbolism. The shape represents a lotus flower, the snake Sematawi, and the Jed pillar signifies stability, showing the birth of the sun god Atum-Ra. Yet its uncanny resemblance to modern devices continues to unsettle. Could this really be just mythology or evidence of forgotten knowledge? After everything we've covered today, what other secrets might history still be hiding? Leave your thoughts in the comments, hit subscribe for more mysterious discoveries, and we'll see you next time for another journey into the unknown.